What's going on, beautiful people? My name is Hunter, and today we're going to talk a little bit about crypto, specifically the crypto markets. Before I get into things, though, if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my daily crypto videos, and throw your boy a like as well. Only if you appreciate the content, of course. If you're on Library, you can leave me a comment too. But make sure you, as well, you watch all the way so you don't miss out on anything we're talking about. We're going to go over a couple things today and some cool stuff at the end. So let's get into it. Now, the first thing I wanted to talk about was the actual market capitalization. Now, the highest we've ever been in terms of market cap is actually $800 billion with a B. And that was pretty much back at the all-time highs. Now, a lot of people are saying we're in a bull market. I personally think that we are, but I don't think we're in a 2017 bull market yet. We're in 2016, right? The way I think about it, not a lot of people are in crypto like they were in 2017. Like by a lot of people, I mean the masses. Not everyone's really talking about it yet. I know, when we're confined in this space, like especially if you're on crypto Twitter, you feel like it's kind of, you're consumed by it, right? It's all you talk about, so you think everyone else knows about it. But in all reality, we're really not anywhere near the amount of adoption that we were in 2017. Technically, when I talk about adoption, I mean public adoption, like the general public, right? Institutions have been coming in, for the past couple months, but that's yet to be seen. I think 2021 is going to be huge. And you'll see here, even by just taking a look at the chart, I mean, we're pretty much on the uptrend, right? I think this was the last dip that we pretty much going to see for a long time, right? Again, I'm pretty much saying that we're back here and we're still waiting to see something like this happen, right? So put it in perspective. I could definitely see the market cap easily passing $1 trillion by the all-time high next year. Definitely cracking two at that point. Hopefully this video ages well. But I did want to keep you in mind that Bitcoin actually had some of the dominance for Bitcoin was pretty high, right? So you'll see here, this is the market capitalization excluding Bitcoin. So at its all-time high, Bitcoin essentially had about 40 something percent of the market cap. That's a lot for one asset. Bitcoin is pretty much the Cadillac, so it's not too surprising, but it's just something to keep in mind that although there is a lot of, there's a lot newer cryptocurrencies out, Bitcoin does tend to be the king. Now let's go on and move on to the next one. Just want to talk about some of the prices for today. Specifically, Bitcoin is at $11,581. Ethereum's at $390. This stuff it's definitely consolidating, man. I mean, Bitcoin was hitting around like between 9 and 10K for a little while this past month or so. It raced up to 12K and then kind of just leveled out a little bit here between 11 and 12. So this thing is like it's like a beast. You uncage it and it starts going nuts. And Ethereum definitely too. I mean, Ethereum has, I think in terms of percent gain, Ethereum is actually at higher than Bitcoin year to date. But speaking of gain, look at Chainlink, $16, dude. I'm gonna take a look at let's take a look at the chart real quick. Chainlink literally started the year, I think, at like $2. I made a video about Chainlink the other day, so if you want to take a look, check it out. I'll post it up above here, one of these things. But essentially, let's take a look here at the chart. Chainlink, look, this literally looks like the chart in Bitcoin from 2017. Shouts out to people who hold in Chainlink, the Link Marines, I think is what they call themselves. It's beautiful. I love it. Let's move on to the next thing. So DeFi has been killing the game recently. If you had any tokens that had anything to do with DeFi, you're rich. I mean, these are just the top gainers for the past 24 hours, but we've had some crazy gains. Compound, Maker, all those different platforms have been going nuts. Numeraire was just the most recent one. By the way, this is the ranking for DeFi coins. This isn't total coin market cap. But Numeraire was just added to Coinbase Pro. I think that's why it started losing it, 165%. That's pretty much a vertical line. YAM is something. So I was going to make a video about YAM, but honestly, I don't know enough about it to do it. But they essentially released their token. It was yesterday, actually, last night. And the gains were nuts. However, I think it was after everyone got in. There was some sort of bug in the contract or something like that. I honestly don't think it was in the contract. I don't want to start spewing nonsense. So I might link someone else's video below to talk more about YAM or just Just look it up. So I don't want to talk shit about it if I don't know about it. So, but the point is that DeFi has been going crazy, and honestly, it looks like it might stay that way for a little while. I think it was Omar Bam or Crypto was saying that 2017 was the year of ICOs. Where a bunch of these companies were coming out with their own tokens and coins and stuff like that. But this year, or 2021, is going to be the year of DeFi. And I 100% believe it. I mean, decentralized finance, if you don't know what it is, it's more or less like it coincides with being able to borrow, lend, leverage, use pretty much your like decentralized protocols for financial needs. Again, borrowing, lending, and all that stuff. Flash loans as well. It's pretty interesting. But the point is that you can do it within a protocol instead of using like a custodial vendor or like a bank, right? So this kind of builds the narrative of crypto being a bank more than anything now at this point. I mean, we're definitely hitting like some pretty cool this is pretty cool stuff that's happening in crypto, and it's to think that all this stuff is happening and no one really in the I guess you could say, I don't want to say real world, but no one in the mainstream media is talking about it. It's pretty nuts. This is some cool stuff. Anyways, get into DeFi for not in it. I definitely don't have enough DeFi coins, tokens, or what have you. But your boys I gotta stop bugging out. Well, I have some Cody actually, so I lied. I have some Cody. But anyways, let's keep going. The last thing I wanted to talk about were the biggest gainers and losers. We'll talk about the losers next. The biggest gainers. So this is a 7-day chart. So I'm just going to say, if you had uptrend, bro, 830% in 7 days, where do you see gains like this? You don't see them anywhere else besides crypto, especially in a mini bull market like this one. Now, I want you to keep in mind when we're looking at this chart, volume is key. Not volume, actually. Liquidity is key. Volume too, actually, really. But the point is that if you see like $1 or something in volume, like let's say like $64,000, right, in volume, it didn't take that long. Well, this is 24 hours, by the way. But the point is that if there's not that much liquidity in a coin or a token, and you see it has thousands of percent gains, then it's pretty easy because it doesn't take that much money to pump it, right? Just keep that in mind when you're looking at some of these projects. I mean, I don't know what half of these things are. Uptrend, I think I've heard of. Zap as well, but other than that, I don't know. I'll be honest with you. If you guys do know any of these tokens, or you personally have some, let me know. I would love to make a video about one of them if you guys are interested in it. But I can't make a video about all of them. It'd be too much. But shouts out. I did want to go down here to biggest losers. Pour one out for the homies. I have water here. Pour one out for the homies that were holding any of these coins. Shouts out to Aludra Network. Honestly, bruh, I'm sorry. If you had any of this stuff, I'm very sorry. Not to say any of this stuff is a scam or anything, but my God. Oh, look, look, it's the government printing machine. That's the best one. I gotta end the video off on that one. That's great. Anyways, yeah, with that being said, I just wanted to do a little quick update on the crypto markets. Let me know in the comments below what coin you want me to talk about next. I think, obviously, my Anchor video blew up. That's the best performing video on my channel so far. So shouts out to you guys who came because of that video or are watching because of it. I really appreciate it. But yeah, let me know what coin you want me to talk about next. I'd be happy to explore and just learn more about the space alongside you guys. I'm open to all criticisms, especially if what I'm saying doesn't make any sense. With that being said, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.